All right. So Sadie, you're good with that?
Yeah, I think so.
You're the captain, so you have to say yes or no.
Yes.
She's good. All right. So what we're gonna do next? 2023 and season 4. I think this will even go to 2024. I don't know. All I can tell you is that we've been sailing the boat and enjoying ourselves. Minimal amount of boat work this year, but that's okay. I want to enjoy my family, I want to enjoy the boat, and I also want to enjoy some boat drinks. Nothing better than being sun-kissed on the water. I hope that you guys have really enjoyed these videos, and if there's something you want to see, I implore you to reach out and ask me, and I'm more than happy to record it for you. Boat work is my favorite, so if you have some need for a helping hand, by all means, just reach out. I'm here. But until then, I hope you guys hit that like and subscribe button, and cheers to you in the water. So again, we trimmed this piece for Sadie. It's fit to her boat. I am now just covering it with a rubberized coating, so we can't get any issues in the future. If you buy one of these from me, they come pre-done. And if you have to trim, I still highly recommend hitting it with this, but don't come too high up on the thread, so you will have a problem. Hey, totally looking forward to my back later. This is gonna be great. So what we're doing is we are using chop strand mat to build up as a shim underneath to make sure that we get it as level as possible before it gets locked into place. So what you're gonna do is just bunch up and try to keep it away from your eyes, obviously. You're gonna keep bunching it up, lifting the jack plate, placing the strand. Okay. Now, that really hurts. I like that. And once it gets tightened, what? I'm waiting on a verdict. Oh, I can't really see it from here.
I feel like it can still keep going towards you.
It can't though.
Yeah, it might be it.
That's
It
all.
looks good.
You mean the top?
Let me see something here.
Eyes is good. I wouldn't trust my one eye.
I give these guys doing this shit on their own credit. So many of these dudes are doing this now.
Yeah.
Like,
That does look good.
Mm-hmm.
turned the whole plate, and I had trimmed that day we did it. I trimmed the plate to specific, so it was like almost fucking there. All I had to do was shim it, so I probably had the plate turned around.
If you all want to look.
Yeah. Oh, that's definitely it. That's it.
All right. Good night, everyone.
All right. So, Sadie, you're good with that?
Yeah, I think so.
You're the captain, so you have to say yes or no.
Yes.
She's good. So what we're gonna do now is, how many of you guys have played with resin? Yay! Have you played with it yet? You? No? Alright, well the stuff you bought is awesome. Where'd we put it?
Is that there?
Okay. Alright, so this is a 5-to-1 setup. I will say with the hardener, there was an instructions to Group A, trim 4.5 inches off of the pump itself. So that now is set. The physical epoxy resin, not the hardener, did not require that. So you just put your tube in the bottom and you are set. Now we are good to go. But how do we start? We get a cup. Do we have an extra cup in here, like a junky one?
I'm almost done with my coffee. I'll finish it.
Chug.
What we got to do is we actually have to prime these pumps. We can't trust any of this, but it's just 1-to-1 essentially, right? So for every pump, you're going to do another pump, and that's just basically how this works. 1-to-1. Every time I pump this, it's going to put out 5 times the amount of what that's going to put out. Kind of cool. So if I do 5 pumps here, I'm doing 5 pumps there. Same as any other resin, like if you're using West Systems. I have solely gone over to totalboat. I just find that their product to be superior to everything else. But all we gotta do is prime these, and then we'll mix. Perfect. It can be a junk cup. It can have coffee in it. It's not a problem, because all we're doing is trying to prime the pump. If you don't do this step, you'll wind up essentially getting the wrong ratio. Ask me how I know. There we go. And you're going to give it a full pump. The patch I just had to do on my boat, I was being dumb.
Did it start smoking?
No, I didn't. It never hardened. So I sailed with basically all the fiberglass coming off. I just put totalboat over it. And I'm like, oh, I'll deal with it in the spring, and that's what I'm dealing with now.
Yeah.
Alright, so there's our primed up resin. Another hardener. One, 2. Okay, we're primed. So this, like he said, just drop them off the boat, but not in your car. Totalboat also sends you mixing cups. I thought that was really cute of them. I said cute, but if you're smart about it, you can actually let it harden and then just crinkle the bottom, and you will be good to go. So we just put a ton of chop strand in there. I'm gonna go with 6 pumps. And full ones. That's 1. Ooh, that's a tough pump. Let it come all the way up. And I don't think we really need to film me.
Yeah, struggling, yeah.
It's a tough pump, dude.
Yeah, it's shaking back.
Yeah, it's crazy, too. When you do this, make sure you're taking the full pump. Because if you come off by, even a quarter, it won't, your ratios will be all crazy. Like he said, you'll wind up with too much hardener, not enough resin. That will cause a fire.
That was 3.
3.
It will. Ask me how I know.
4. A lot of people start fires when they're doing thickened epoxy. Like it happens all the time. They'll be holding the cup and their hands start burning. 5. And again, you see I'm taking the whole stroke. 6. Damn, that's a tight pump. All right. Put that there. And now 6 of these. 1. That's much better. 2. Uh-oh. That was 3?
Yeah.
4, 5, 6. Okay. When you mix this, you want to have a flat stick. The rounded edge of this is no good. And why do we need that? Is so you can get into the corners. This all needs to be mixed up perfect. So you're going to mix for a good solid minute. And you're going to continue to scrape the sides. If you don't do that, people, you can see there's some resin up here on the side. If I don't get all that mixed in, you won't harden. You don't want to wind up with where I was last year. Thank God this is inside versus outside the boat. But again, you do need to use the flat bottom. If you were to put the round one in, you'd wind up with all this little bead on the sides. Like I can even feel this thing digging in.
Everyone in the comments is gonna say that's not level.
Probably. Does it not look it?
It looks level to me.
Okay.
I think it looks good.
Someone's always got something to say. It's kind of funny.
It'll end up being your daughter.
She's always commenting. Now what I want to do
Oh, there you go.
is have a gander at it. I like that actually. I don't know what level it's been.
I think it looks better even from last time somehow.
So now what I'm going to do is ensure there's no gaps up top. We're going to soak some. We're going to see if I can't fit any in there. Leveling putty on the top. Just think of this as the. You think of this as where the base is. There's still some valleys and mountains up there that could not get off. So we're just going to take some of this. What's that?
Like an English muffin?
Like an English muffin. Yes. We're going to take this and we're going to fold it up nice and tight. Might be too much, but fit over here.
Yeah. Give it a good sweep.
All right. Nice. All right, but I want to do it before I.
That's how cute little rug that like an old looking one. Or is it court? And cuteness.
Alright, now I should be able to squish it up in there real nice. Alright, so what we just did was we built up a bed using shop strand and the total boat resin. And on the top, just to ensure that we had better adhesion, we put some up in there as well. And now we will cinch it down with the wrench. So this is just taking your time because you're not getting many turns in here.
1/64th turn at a time.
You want functional, you want easy. That's what I tell people. It's either functional or it's easy. What this is also doing is squeezing all that chop strand I just put up top into all the little nooks and crannies that we could not grind down. We're almost getting there. We're going to turn this until it's tight or it starts getting really tough. You don't want to raise your floor, people. If you raise your floor up at all, your rigging will be different. So right there, I'm getting to it. Starting to get pretty tight. I'm going to go just a little bit more. See, I've only come up about 1/8 of an inch. I'm just going to tighten that one there so I can keep an eye on how far I'm going. And I think I'm going to give it 2 more, and then I'll check with my hand up. Oh, that's getting nice. That's it. You could hear it crushing itself into the top. Nice. Very nice. All right, so now I'm gonna take the wrench and I'm gonna lock the bottom nut. And then, because we have resin here right now, it's already mixed, that's locked. You can see I can't move anything. I'm gonna take this brush, assuming you're cool with this, and I'm just gonna paint over the nuts. Now this won't be a permanent adhesive fix, but
Just keep it from moving.
it'll keep them from ever moving. If you have resin, just use it. So now those are locked into place with the pressure from the top and the bottom nut. And again, a little bit of resin. She done. That ain't ever moving. Now, if you want to reuse your cups, because you're cheap like me, leave it alone without a brush in it. And then tomorrow, squish it and you'll be good to go. You can use your cup over. That's it. So, if you don't mind, go back and just show the angle of it.
Looks good.
Looks great.
Good shot.
So, was this scary for you to have done? I mean, you bought this derelict boat, obviously, and we're bringing her back to life, but that job must have scared you a little bit, right?
It was nerve. I don't know much about this. I'm new to this, so it's been a fun learning experience, and I'm pretty confident in what we're doing.
Yeah, I mean, again, it is all experimental in theory, right? No one makes these things. You're all either fabricating and now I'm starting to make them. But even on my site, I blatantly put on there, this is not an OEM part. But to me, it's just strange that Catalina built a boat with a working bilge, right? We know that this is a working bilge because all of your plumbing goes into it, right? You've got your ice box, you've got your shower. Why put wood where it's going to be wet? Always makes no sense. But after 40 some odd years, service life is over, and this is really the only
They didn't
way.
think these were going to last this long.
I don't think so.
They weren't built to.
The Catalina Direct does sell the direct replacement for a hell of a lot more money than $200.
Yeah.
There's no way to put it in. I was actually talking to someone just recently and said there was no way for him to put it in without cutting up the floor.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that you're good. I would, when you're comfortable, when your rigging's done, you know, get a wrench on there, just make sure everything's good. I don't think it's going to move, especially with the resin on there right now. If you
Yeah.
do have to loosen it, you're just going to break it with your bottom nut first, and you can take it down, tap on it, it'll come. But she's in place now forever. I would just, when you're done with your wiring, foam that in. I'm still a huge proponent of foaming it in. But yeah, other than that, really not a bad job.
When do you think it's good to remove the 2x4? I guess for.
Right now?
Well, I don't know. Should it?
Yeah, it's once it's in. Kick the
The
bottom.
weight's probably good, I guess.
No, there's no weight on it either. Yeah, that's actually kind of a neat thing we should have filmed. Done.
Oh, there we go.
Boom!
We need to fix that now.
Fix what?
No, just,
Oh, scaring me here. No more fixing. I want to sail soon.
Yeah. There's the temp.
You're good.
Nice.
You're solely on that now. 100%.
Ready to go.
Ready to go. She's going to splash when?
End of April, hopefully.
Fingers crossed. It's a sure of a good wish.
Yeah.
All right, cool. All right, y'all, that's a wrap. Again, we got everything glassed and resined, ready to go. That piece is gonna be there when this boat gets junked eventually, and she'll still be standing up. So next, we got the keel coming at you. That'll be the next few weeks. We're gonna basically finish that whole thing up, and yeah, patch up that rudder, and she'll be off, good to go. Yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying this. If there's something that you saw in today's video that you want me to go over in further detail, by all means, drop it in the comments or hit me up on Facebook, Instagram. Other than that, please drop an anchor for Jason on that like and subscribe, and thanks for watching, guys. Peace.